And now it actually begins because this stuff is weird. But here we are. It's Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. I'm halfway through the week. Fine. We're halfway through the week. It's 420. Not that I'm celebrating that in any way, shape, or form. Especially not with this gummy object that may or may not contain THC. Wow. It's vegan. It's so bad. Oh. Mango flavored. Yum. I have no water in here. Happy 420, people. April 20th happens to be my parents' anniversary, wedding anniversary. So I could hang out with them earlier. We had a lovely time. Had some whiskey and a couple beverages. And by that I mean, I think I had a beer and a very odd cider of some sort. Let's get on with the tunes. There we go. Don't know how loud that is. If it's not loud enough, let me know. If it is too loud, please let me know. Let's fiddle with the volume a little bit. So, my mother doesn't drink whiskey. Mama KillCo does not drink alcohol. But my father does. And I thought the best thing to do with this evening was pour some drinks I believe my father would like, and some of them I know he likes. For example, though he did want to have Redbreast Listowel tonight, they didn't have that. It was on the menu, but it wasn't there at the actual restaurant. And I should also point out it was $20. So there's that. And thankfully I saw that they had Green Spot. Green Spot's been a go-to of mine for a while if you want a decent Irish whiskey. But this also cost $20. Sugar Kitty, hello. Oh, I didn't say hello to people. Five Fingers, welcome, hello. Top Dog. I always want to say Top Dog, and I don't know why. Sugar Kitty and Top Dog. Welcome. Welcome. Funny that you two both would be here at about the same time. A Top Dog and a Sugar Kitty. Go figure. Oh, yes, cheers. Welcome. I haven't done enough damage to this. We're going to fix that right now. I mean... I'll just pour a little. We're living on the edge tonight, folks. I'm not measuring. I'm eyeballing half an ounce. Barely there, so it's not intrusive. That's why I like Sugar Kitty. And mostly because the YouTube overlords are a little finicky about which songs Lo-Fi Girl is allowed to play. I haven't gotten a copyright strike, so to speak, but they do get a claim or whatever it is, and it's irritating. It's not supposed to be copyrighted anything. It's just supposed to be lo-fi chill. And I do have their YouTube channel linked down below. But, whatever. I should put that back, but I'm not going to. Let me know how you all have been. I don't know if Mama or Papa KillCo are going to show up tonight because they have had a busy, busy day. If you didn't know, they met on the stage playing husband and wife. I can't make that shit. Well, I mean, I could make that up, but it's not. I wouldn't. That would be silly. I forget what the play was. It was like my. Anyway, they did meet on stage playing husband and wife. They are now husband and wife, and they have been for 48 years. That's 7 years longer than I've existed on this planet. If you're wondering. Slapshot, good evening. Welcome. Zenboon, hello. Happy 420. Welcome. I hope you're all right. I know you were dealing with the worldly BS that has spread over this place like a plague. So I hope you're well. Four Roses Select. Ooh, choice. Sorry. I really like Four Roses Small Batch Select. It's a problem. The problem is I don't have enough. Funny thing is, Four Roses itself is one of my favorite bourbons. And Secrets It is one of the only whiskeys I have merchandise for. There's a couple, but that's the one I wear all the time. That is my other hat, my flat cap hat. It says Four Roses on the back, and I bought it at Four Roses Distillery. Other than that, I think I have a Dewar's shirt that was free, given to me at a brief tasting I did at a liquor store. And I kept it because it says, I'm here for the Scotch, and I find that hilarious. Other than that, that's it, I think. I don't have Jameson, I don't have Redbreast, I don't have Johnny Walker, nothing. I think that's it. Just a free t-shirt that I got, and the Four Roses cap that I got. You would expect me to have more, but I don't. Don't worry about it. I have too many shirts as it is. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? I don't think so. That'd be weird. Mild cold, luckily. Good, Zenbu. Good to hear you're doing okay, because shit's weird out there. Finally opened this Lucky 7, a proprietor 14 year. Everyone in the world seems to be chasing it. Well, that means it should definitely go on the secondary. That's a joke. Don't do that. Speaking of secondary stuff, no, I'm kidding. Top Shelf, Dustin. Hello. Welcome. And Mike Franklin, good evening. Welcome. Our first part of the evening, I don't know if a better word for that. Tonight, is Green Spot. My father enjoys Green Spot. He had some earlier today. He paid $20 for a little bit more than this. Well, that's only because they didn't have the Listau, the Redbreast Listau, which he also would have had to pay $20 for anyway. So, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I had to nose the whiskey to make sure that's what it was. It was, and it's delish. I got something called Pinhook. I'm gonna try Pinhook for the first time this evening. I enjoyed it. It's a little spicy, not in a bad way. Just that's what I initially realized when I had it. I don't know if I try it again. I might. I don't know if I'd have a whole bottle of it. It's a little pokey. Pokey? Sure. And also, please let me know what's in your glass. What is in your glass? Words. If it's Lucky 7, the proprietor, 14 year, well, it's quite a thing. Ugh. That gummy thing I had at the start didn't do me any favors because that stuff is gross. It really is vegan. I didn't buy these. These are my brother purchased these and then realized he didn't like them. So, they're mine now. I'll use them in the evening. Top Doggers, I have no problem with it. It's just a little bitey, a little spicy. And with my whiskeys, I generally want to drink something and just mellow out. And if something's just a little bit too spicy, it can be a bit of a baller. Nothing major. I'd drink it again. And it was a cheap one. And by cheap, I mean $14, which is the horrible thing. Let me clarify. This place we went this evening was some place that lauded their whiskey selection, and they had an okay one. However, it's also a place in Newport, Rhode Island, which is a very, very, very touristy place. The prices are blatantly inflated, but tourist town, what do you know? So, no big deal. But, you know, $20 for a Green Spot, $14 for a Pinhook, and I switched to Pinhook simply because I was going to get Evan Williams 1783, which I enjoy. I enjoy it more for about $8 a pour, but that one seemed okay, and then I realized, oh, there are other ones here that I haven't tried for $14. Let me get that. So I got the Pinhook, which was enjoyable. I would buy it again. For less. You know, $10, $12, sure. All in all, decent place, good food. I had what'd I have? I had food. Oh, what the hell are they called? Brisket ends? End briskets? Brisket things? At the ends? I had a sandwich made of those. It was delicious. I ate all of it. Mostly because it's the only thing I'm going to eat today. Other than breakfast, which doesn't really count. My breakfast consisted of What did my breakfast consist of? I say these things on film, most of film? There's no film here. Recording these, mostly because I don't remember half the time. It was some kind of Ensure protein drink thing. A small amount of raspberry yogurt. Whoop, Starbucks macchiato. That was very nice. And something else that I can't remember. I think I had some bread with butter on it. Classy. That was it. That was glorious. Cliff Smith, hello. Welcome. Burn ends. Yes, burn ends. Thank you, thank you. My brain went blank for a minute there, but yes, it was tasty. I enjoyed it. Burn Bowler, hello. Welcome. Yeah, the burn ends are pretty sweet. I took a picture. I haven't posted it to Instagram yet, but stay tuned. If you don't follow me on Instagram, well, it's probably better for your diet because I eat a lot of food I shouldn't, and I post it on the interwebs to show other people. I ate food. I had whiskey today. Honestly, I should do that because I often will forget to eat food. Like today. There was breakfast and there was the late lunch I had an hour and a half ago-ish. That's about it. With that said, green spot's delicious. Oh yeah. I do have a substitute for the Redbreast Lestau, since I don't have that one. Though I will soon. I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, personally, deep down in my soul, I should have every single Redbreast product. I should. The 15, the Lestau, the 27. No, I'm kidding. I would be pleased to have the 15-year and the Lestau on my shelf, but I don't need them. Again, green spot's delicious. I like having Redbreast itself, Redbreast all around. The cask strength, I haven't tried a new one recently, but the 2021 was not the best. I mean, I have memories of my Redbreast cask strength being outrageously good, and then the new one, the last one I bought, fell flat. And I will send it to people and be like, yeah, this is the cask strength. I didn't like this one. $75 cheaper in person. Give it to me. I know what we're talking about. Redbreast PX yesterday. Funny you should mention that, Mike Franklin. Since I don't have the Lestau, I do have something else that is a Redbreast product that might be finished. Can you guess what it is? I think you already know. Hold on. It's been 15 minutes and I've only had one drink. Shit. I've actually had 3 drinks already today. That was, of course, 2 hours ago. So it's wearing off a little bit, but if I'm not entertaining tonight, I don't know when I will be. Especially with the snack I had before the stream started, which happened to be made of vegan gummy grossness. And I'm decked out. Be kind. And this is the Sea Witch. This is a product in the Rhode Island area that might be made of cannabis. Or it might be a cannabis distributor or grower. I don't remember. I just think Sea Witch is a pretty cool logo. I've had this I've had this hat for about 3 years now. Surprising, I haven't lost it. Thankfully. Whoa! Good stuff. Always look at what you're grabbing when you're drinking stuff. This is locked closed normally, but good God, that was a moment. Just kind of. Oh, I really should get up and have some water. There's nothing in here. I didn't refill it. That's what I forgot to do. I also forgot pretzels. Who the hell am I? Well, on the plus side, there is also these. Deluxe mixed nuts. Lightly salted. These nuts are for me. For later. I will have to get more water though. I'm waiting. I'll probably wait until the 30-minute mark. So 15 more minutes. I will have to go AFK briefly, and you will all be. You'll have to look at whiskey flowing. Oh, and this is going on still. And I did get the most recent donation during a KillCo gaming stream, believe it or not. But that's where we're at, 35 of 100. So I can have a tequila Rita. Haven't had it yet. I'm sure it's delicious. We'll see. Oh, God. I always look at this over here and just get a little freaked out. Like, that's a lot. That's a large portion of what I've already gotten for this goal. Huh. It's terrifying. We're getting there, though. As are we with the subscribers and patrons. By the way, I have a Patreon. Link down below. $5 a month will get you in to see all this madness on a daily basis. I know. I'm trying to get to 20. I have 17 patrons so far, which is a lot more than I ever anticipated. And I'm very happy to have them all. You know, it's the weirdness with having a WhiskeyTube channel is you just need to keep growing it to the best of your ability. When growing it has very little to do with you most of the time. Other people's interests have to be congealing in your facility. Facility? Faculty? Area. You know what I mean? So far, so good. Doing great. I'm hoping we'll hit 750 by, let's see, we're at April. August? I really don't know. I don't know how the subscriber count works, really. It's like, how do you get more of them faster? Other than doing what you've been doing for the past 3 years. It's a dilemma. Whoa. Oh, Norton, shut up. My antivirus program is freaking out. Not because anything's wrong, just likes to be like, hey, I'm still here. Yes, I know. Leave me alone. Like just a little Bruce Lee thing. That's pretty fun. Delicious. Nom, 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 nom. Lovely. Oh, shit. Remind me. I'm not taking drugs on camera. Yes, I am. To clarify, that's my actual medication, which I was supposed to take 3 hours ago. And I forgot. So it was pharmacologically necessary. And believe me, that's... So here's the story. Would you like to hear a story? Sure, of course you do. I have to take a medication every day at 4 p.m. And I have this atrocious habit of being out somewhere in the world at 4 p.m. How dare I go out and enjoy people's company and have whiskey? Usually while doing that. Point is, all I have to do is take the pill. I have to take it at 4 o'clock and put it in my pocket. You ever have most of you have worn jeans, I imagine, but it's that little weird pocket that doesn't really hold anything. Well, it holds medication just fine. I know it's meant for something, but I forget what. I really do, I forget what. Maybe a Swiss Army knife? I don't know. Anyhow, point is, I'm supposed to put it in that pocket. And today, earlier today, before I went out to have dinner with my folks, I thought to myself, Brian, I don't talk to myself like that, but Brian, don't forget to put that pill in your pants before you leave. And of course I go, yes, of course, I'll do that. Definitely, gonna do that. Thank you for reminding me. That thought goes out the window. Out the window. The window's over there. Out the window. And of course, when I think about it again at 4 p.m., when my 3 different alarm things go off telling me, hey, take your meds, I didn't have it. Thus, all of you bear witness to the fact that I have taken it 3 hours later than I was supposed to. But I took it, so that's the important part. I will have to push back my next pills stuffs to 3 hours. Midnight, probably. Will do. Oh, there's trouble. I was wondering if he'd show up. Mama, or at least Papa KillCo's here. Papa KillCo, is that actually Papa KillCo? Is that Mama KillCo impersonating Papa KillCo? Because I don't know. Speaking of, if it is Da, you've had a sample of this already, but I'm using this in lieu of the fact that we couldn't get the list out tonight. Redbreast, single pot, still, Irish whiskey, PX edition, sherry hogsheads. Delicious. Ugh. Sugar Key's talking bling bling and money. Here we are. Is this 43%? Hold on. He asked to the air. 46. Woo, hello. I knew I like this stuff a little better for a reason. Yeah. It's Dad. Okay. Hi, Dad. Figured you'd take a nap as soon as you got home. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa KillCo is here. He's been married to my mother for 48 years. That's a long time. As the people at the restaurant, or one of the people at the restaurant said, that's longer than some people have even existed. And I went, yes, it's true. But that's a funny thing to say. But with the marriage system out there these days. What was that? Jesus. Wah. Yeah. There is definitely a noticeable difference between the green spot and this thing. What is that? There's a bit of ashiness to it. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to describe that other than there's this, I want to call it white or powdery feeling. With a tinge of cherry, although I'm almost certain that's just the cask thing. It's more of a red grape. There you go. Dad, is Mom asleep? Did she get home and collapse? Because I was tempted to. I didn't, though. I'm here. But unfortunately, you only have me for an hour. I hear there's crazy stuff going on this evening. I knew it! Her fans await, and she takes a nap. That's fine. I wanted to take a nap, too. And I know both of you have had a very busy day doing theater things. Remember how I mentioned my parents met on stage? Well, they're still doing theater together. Isn't that adorable? Pop KillCo. I already had the green spot earlier now. When I first got here, I poured it. And now, we have the Redbreast Listau. Not the Listau. The PX. I'm going to buy a Listau, Dad. It's all your fault. In fact, I'm going to do a quick search on the internets at the store that I always go to see what their price is. I will look at a couple other stores first, if they have it, for that matter. But I wanted to take a gander, because it's been a hot minute since I've even looked at it, since the Listau and the 15 are not anything I personally would chase down. They have the option to buy the Redbreast 27-year-old for $449. It's good to know, I suppose. And it looks like, oh, that's not too bad. That's more than I want to pay, but I say it a lot. The Redbreast Listau Edition Irish Whiskey is $61.99 there. I feel like I can get it for $55 somewhere. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to be looking for it. Keep that in mind. Cat naps are good. Sugar Kitty, yes. I need a cat nap right now. But I won't take one. I'll be here till the, well, let's see. How do I explain this? I told this to my parents earlier. My sleeping schedule has done this. yesterday. You may have seen me doing a live stream yesterday while I was playing games. That was for the very brief amount of time that I was awake. And oh God, what a day. It was a day. I woke up early, panicked, then I fell asleep for 3 hours, woke up again, did a live stream, which then probably drained all the life out of me, which made me so tired I fell asleep at 9:30 p.m., which doesn't happen. And then I woke up at 7 a.m. Welcome to the chaos that is my life. It requires that you be accustomed to fading in and out of consciousness at random at any time during the day. Enjoy. When I try to explain what mental illness is, people have no idea. It's like, you see that brain thing that controls everything about you? That squishy bit, the gray thing in your head. Yeah, well, if that goes wonky, you have no control. Or at least a very minimal amount of it. Like I do. Don't you wish you were like me? I didn't think so. I just... However, I know the mustache is very tempting. But you can buy some of those. You can just buy them and stick on your nose, and they feel awful. I got hairs turning gray in here. I'm not a fan of that. Oh! Drop it. But it's fine. I'm aging gracefully, I'd like to say. With that said, Papa KillCo, is there anything you would like to try in the future other than Red Breast Listau? I know I have 2 other bottles here that you are going to be envious of. Sorry. You can have samples of them later, don't worry. I almost opened one, the one we got at Irene's not long ago, but I don't want to open that for just a stream. I want to wait and actually do a video on that because it's a fairly rare one. If you would like to see what that is, I'll do a poll because polls are fun. Some of you may know what it is. Is that how I spell? Show? Yeah. Plus, I like user participation. There. I didn't feel like changing the options either, so I had to rephrase it to be specifically, show us the bottle, yes or no. You can vote no. I won't do it if there's enough no's, but there's a bottle over there that me and my father were lucky enough to get recently. That was probably 2 months ago. Let's just say it was much colder at the time. And I will show you what it is if you are interested. And I hope to do a video on that at some point in the not too distant future, but not anytime soon. Because as I mentioned, it is a very specific and hard to find bottle. But I just want to open it so I can share it with my dad and also have some for myself and also share it with others, if possible, in the future. For now, however, I need to finish this because it's 7:30 and the idea here is I have 1 whiskey every 15 minutes. Perfectly safe. Please drink responsibly. Also, hydration is key. With that said, I have to refill my water bottle, so I'm gonna have to go AFK momentarily. So good. Wow. Oh, that was spicy. I didn't expect that. Wah! I got cinnamon spice after taking a sip like that. My goodness. Wah! I love it. That was really good. I wasn't expecting to be that, what's the word I want to use here? Mildly intense. It wasn't cinnamon, but it was definitely cling clang. Spice, like baking spice. I got smacked upside the head by baking spices. That was great. All right, vote. Because while you do that, I will grab the bottle in case anyone wants to see it. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. And also, I will give myself more water, which I desperately need at the moment. So please don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and all that. I know anyone who's chatting already does know how to do that, but I will return momentarily. Like I never left, I know. Right. And apologies, I don't usually get up, but as you will know, for my visitation on other streams, I always say hydration is key, and it is. And I would rather not be dehydrated when I've had 3 beverages already earlier this evening. I'm going into 4 more. 4 more half-ounce pours, so more like two more drinks. Just please drink. Well, no, not please drink responsibly. Everyone says that. More like take care of yourself. The person you are right now is not the person you're going to want to hate. Wait. The person you are right now is not the person you want to hate tomorrow. That makes sense? Probably not. Oh, Mama KillCo's here. Her fans have been waiting. I'm waiting on this vote for 5 minutes, just so we're clear, so you know. I'm waiting to do that. Also, if you do tip tonight for the tequila Rita, or just because, and you don't do it via the mega chat, super chat, whatever the hell it's called thing that I have, let me know, because I won't see it otherwise. As I found out recently, someone gave me a donation during a gaming stream, and I didn't see it at all, and I felt like a jackass. What else is there? Get. So I put some ice in my water, except the ice is too big. So now it's just... Nope. Gravity will take over eventually, just you wait. Where was I? So, lovely. Mama KillCo, welcome. Glad you're awake. I also need a nap, so 5 minutes are done. If you haven't voted, do it now, because I'm about to end it and there's nothing you can do to stop me. End poll. And what is the final verdict? Someone said no. Oh, I don't care. Yes, it is. All right. Well, to start, I have to pour something before I show you what it is. That's just how this works. Well, let's go forward with this. Make sure I have the right bottle, because I know I do. But okay. So this is the bottle that is, what do I call this? Close to my heart, close to our bellies. I'm not sure. That's all right. If you don't know the story, me and my father got into whiskey via finding out something called Lefroy. We were curious about it. We found it. We tried it. It was weird, but it wasn't terrible. And eventually we found something else made by Lefroy. Lefroy Lord. Expensive. And it is 48%. I forget exactly the details of it. I know it's a blend. The richest of the rich. But I forget what it actually is made of. Let's find out. I'm going to read this in my Scottish voice. No, I'm not. Lore is the passing of a skill or tradition through word or mouth. That is lore, I suppose. Encapsulating the craft passed down from generation to generation over 2 centuries, Lefroy lore is our richest expression ever. It's rich. Liquid drawn from a selection of aged casks and crafted, a rich and deep malt with distinctive smoke, peat, and seaside minerality. This is our story. This is Lefroy lore. Glorious stuff. If you know more about lore than I do, and you probably do, let me know. I just know it's a blend. I know it's kind of fancy. I feel like it might have been finished, or at least one of the blends was finished. Who knows? It's delicious. Oh, it says, no, I don't know what it is, but screw you. I understand that. I too will say no to most things. Unfortunately, sometimes I'll go to a liquor store page or a distillery page. Are you 21 years old? No. Oh wait, yes, shit, damn. Oh god. Before he gets a sledgehammer, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Yes, Sugar Kitty, we were very intrigued by Lefroy. I mean, it is. You will not taste anything like this as a beverage ever if you don't have this kind of peated Scotch experience. And yes, it is, Sugar Kitty. It is a rockin' bottle. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. That green, I never get tired of it. Very classic Scotch bottle. Yes, and Cliff does know it's been discontinued, so if you see it and you want it, buy it now, or else you won't. But don't tell anyone. In fact, donate the bottles to this channel. I'm kidding, I have this and one other, so I am stocked at the moment. I'm sure that won't last. Laura, where do you hide? Oh, yes. Isn't that fun? This whole entire room is tilted this way, if you haven't noticed. Just a little. So whenever I get out of this chair, it tends to spin around by itself. So there we are, some lore. For me, in lieu of my father's not being able to have some right now. But he's had his whiskey for the day, so it's fine. Lore is anything from 7 to 21 years, and it's 5 different cask types. Yes. That was the part I found interesting. It's very mellow. Last time I had it. It's got a nice color, too. Don't worry, I'm not having any more Irish whiskey tonight, because that would be... that same glass would not happen. I would not do that to myself. It would be bad. Whoa. You have to hang out on other people's streams. There's a lot of people with a lot more knowledge than I have. Sugar Kitty being one of them. I can't think of any other names, but I'm sure there are people. Whiskey Central. She's big on knowing things. I am not. I am big on drinking the whiskey and liking it. Oh, hopefully. Oh my god, this is campfire. And brine. Salt. Ugh. That was a good uck, not a bad uck. And there's this... I wanted to say it's a thread of sugared taffy. I know that makes sense. Maybe I should say caramel taffy or butterscotch. This thread just goes right through it, underneath all these peaty notes. That's right, Sugar Kitty. Google is your friend. That's why I've stopped and trying to know things. People are like, how did you know that? It's like, well, I read it before I started talking to you, so I know things. I drink and I know things, but I don't, so I just drink. Cheers to that. Delicious. No matter what, with peated Scotch, there's always that moment when you take a sip and just yeah. Like stepping into a cold shower. You just, oh, okay. Oh, it's nice. I like it. I do like lore. It doesn't linger too long. I think that's one of the problems I have with some peated Scotch. Is it just would you like a peat feel on your face and your tongue? No, thank you. So you get all the ladies, drink some Lefroy, and be like, hello, how are you? And if you want to get all the guys, you have some Lefroy, and then you go up and say, hello, how are you? Neither of those will work, because they'll smell your breath, and you'll go, ugh. Unless they like peated stuff, then people are dangerous. That'd be funny. That's how you get a good idea of a person, so to speak. That's a lie. You can get... If you see me, I might walk up to a bar and order Evan Williams 1783 and be perfectly content with that. But I guess if you are a somewhat person like me and you saw me, not knowing who I was, at a bar and you saw me walk up and ask a few questions about whiskey with this kind of mustache and the flat cap on, oh man. Nailed it. Stereotypes galore. I was waiting for that to happen. The ice cube has dropped. I can hydrate properly. Delish. Well, you all voted for yes, so except for one of you. I know who it was. So I'll show you what it is before I totally and completely forget that I did that poll at all. This is what we have for later. Lefroy Carde. I remember he told us how to say this when we were at the tasting, and I forgot how. And it's car something. It's not Diaz. Cargus? Oh, that's right. He said gorgeous. So it's Cargus. Cargus. That sounds Scottish, right? Sure it does. This is the cast strength version, though, which is the crazy part. And this bad mama jamma is at 58.9%. That is nuts for a Lefroy Cargus. And I believe that's what he told us. I only remember that now. Triple matured with a final maturation in PX cask and bottle at cast strength. Go figure. PX got really popular all of a sudden. I don't know why. But this thing's no joke. My dad's been waiting for me to open this for a couple months now. So I'll open it soon. I have to do a video for it, of course. But that is what I would call a rarity as far as some of the whiskeys I've seen. The first time I came across it was when I went to that tasting. And they're like, hey, here's a Cargus. That is at a super high proof. Surprise or percentage, whatever. Cargus. Yeah. He told us how with... he basically said to us, it's car, and then as if you were saying gorgeous, so just, everyone's saying here, Cargus. But I have to say just Cargus. You're Cargus. Or gorgeous. That's the only way I'm going to remember it. Is I say car, because that's the first part I got correct, and then just. Geous. Like in gorgeous. Because Lefroy is gorgeous and delicious. I have to use little tricks to remember things, if you haven't noticed. That's one of them, and I only remembered it when I was speaking to you. You saw it happen live in 3D, except right now I'm probably two-dimensional for you, but cheers to that. I have 2 minutes, till my next drink. This is Lefroy Glory, if you're just showing up. Also, please be sure to like the video. Subscribe if you'd like to join us in the chat. You don't have to, it's just a buffer, so people don't go crazy. 21090, hello. Welcome. Cheers to you. Maybe you have some peated scotch in your glass right now. Then you drink whatever you want. That's so much better. The first sip is so abrasive because it's peated scotch. Then you have the second sip and it's just candy. Candy with a tinge of barbecue. A little bit of the sea. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you. It's delicious. And again, if you can get Lefroy Lore, you've seen it on a shelf near you, and you've been curious, buy it now, because it's gonna go away. I didn't tell you that, but that's what I've heard. So I told you that I've heard it, and that is true. And yes, again, happy 420 to one and all. Brian Powers, hello. Nope, Brian, you got here right when you meant to. And you're here now. That's the important part. We are here to enjoy each other's company and this experience together. We're doing Zen yoga. Zen yoga? Zen whiskey. Zen boo. No. But as some of you are aware, my 7 o'clock slot is mostly a wet your whistle time frame, but also it's just for me to decompress for an hour, and hopefully others want to join me in that moment, that hour of just taking it in, relaxing, having a drink, enjoying each other's company, and moving on with the evening. I believe Mash and Drums going live tonight. We've got special guests. I think Adriana, maybe? Don't quote me on that. As I told you, I don't pay attention to other channels anymore. For my own well-being. I cannot keep up, and I refuse. I just don't. I think I saw that blip across my radar. That's happening later this evening. Should be good times. Tune in. I'm probably going to be asleep by then because I'm already exhausted. Oh, it's past the time for me to pour my drink. Son of a gun. Hell yeah. Wow. That's the good stuff. Oh, my tongue. Wow. Ooh. Whoa, what is that? Tastes like barbecue at the end once I had some water. Take a sip. What is that? Make me think of the ocean. Every time, almost. Woo! As my grandmother would say. Woo. May she rest in peace. What am I having next? And of course, to round things... Would you start, camera? And of course, to round things out for the evening, another whiskey that my father enjoys that he can't have right now because I have the bottle. I did give him some recently. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Ardbeg Ugadol. This one I'm having last. Not because I prefer one or the other. I like Ardbeg, I like Lefroy, but goddamn you, focus. Stop looking at everything else. I hate you. I hate you and I love you. I hate you. There we go. But this bad boy is coming in at wrong way. 54.2%. Treacle Bacon Bonfires. Delicious. Yeah. 21090 is going to be there. Nice. I don't know. I've heard so many names for it. I don't even know. I wasn't invited, so that's all I have to say about that. But I am glad to see other people are going to be there. And honestly, considering the day, I would not have attended in a likelihood. Well, I say that about everything because being invited to stuff kind of freaks me out. There we go. Maybe a little distance. There we go. But all of you can ask him, hey, when's KillCo going to be on your channel? I don't think it'll work, but you could try. I'm not going to stop you. I've been on it. I've been on a stream with him, but I don't remember which one. I've been on a lot of streams at random. Oogie, oogie, oogie. Oogie, oogie. Yes, it's disco whiskey. That's right. But much like the other one, same kind of light, very light color. And yes, I did get a manicure recently. Thanks for asking. This one's got a little more punch to it than the Lore did. And not the alcohol, the freaking... It's like a weird citrus. Whatever that is. It's like weird orange citrus. A mango, maybe? No, not mango. God, how do I explain this? It's a green citrus. It's not lime. It's some kind of weird combination between lime and orange. Woof, jeez. There you go. And I thought I saw average drinker on there somewhere. I can't keep track. Again, I'm not invited to any of these things. But I'm okay with that, honestly. Part of me is like, but your subscriber count. The other part of me is like, being on someone else's stream will not get me 450 subscribers. Or was it 475? I have no idea. But again, I'm also very selective about who I deal with on a general basis. Because as I've mentioned, too many people on a stream can weed me out, and I don't like that. But with that said, within a month or so, there will be another guest at some point. Can't tell you who. But it's not going to be a mystery. It'll happen. It'll be some advance notice. As long as everything goes according to plan. And I always assume everything was going to fall apart at the last second, but it didn't. Last time. I was able to have Fancy down on the stream. That was lovely. We had a lovely time. Hopefully he'll come back someday. Or other people will join us. I'm still waiting for Rex and Daniel to call me and be like, hey, I want to be on your stream. Hasn't happened yet. And if there's anyone you want to have on my stream, want me to have on the stream, ask them when they're going to ask me. I think I've messaged quite a few people thus far, but I know for a fact it's mostly the people who watch the stream who have to ask, hey, are you going to be on so-and-so's stream anytime soon? Because I don't like bothering people. And I'll just assume they don't want to be on the stream. It's great. It's fun. Let's have a little bit of the Ardbeg Oogdal. Oogie, as some may call it. Chill. Whoa. Damn. Oh. Huh. Oh, wait, there we go. A little pinprickly. More vanilla than I expected, but I also am having this on the heels of Lefroy Lore, so... Lefroy Lore. So, it's going to seem much less peaty than usual. Still good. And the sad part, you can't tell very easily, but that's all that's left, folks. So I have to try to find a new one at some point. And I should also point out that the reason there's less of it right now is because I poured some for Dad a little while ago, but he'll get more. He'll probably get one of each of these. Maybe. I don't know. Is he still here? Because if he's not here, I don't have to do it. I might do it anyway. Oh my gosh, this hour flies. Especially when I have to make sure I have 4 whiskeys. I have realized that. Make sure you tune in Friday, because I'm going to do a thing. I don't know what that thing is yet. Maybe Johnny Walker? I have a thing I've been meaning to open. Like that. But we'll see. Friday, frickin' Friday. We'll show up when it does. Sooner than you think. It may be 2 days away to you, but to me, it'll happen, and I'll be doing this immediately after this, is what I'm thinking at the moment. It's not true, but it'll feel that way. Although I am going to spin class tomorrow. Oh yes, join me on Instagram and Twitter and all that for my fitness journey. As you can see, I'm super buff. So, let's see if I can keep that up for another month. Tangerine sounds pretty good. That would qualify. It was in a weird way, though. It wasn't in a nice way. It was kind of something was off. I don't really know how to describe it. It was weird. I'll give it that. But yes, if you're a patron of mine, you get to see how much physical activity I do on purpose. And let's just say I went there today. My shoulders hurt a lot. So does my chest a little bit right here. So it's fun. Good times. Trying to take care of myself after 40 years. Why not? Cliff, I'm on chapter 3. I've started. It helped. I had to use a mental trick. I don't know if any of you do this when reading or having to study or whatever you want to call it. But I realized thinking about how many pages I had to read every day. It didn't help. But what did help is when I looked at how many chapters there were. And I think there's 15. Cliff, verify, 15 chapters. I could check myself, but that's what I think it was. And when I realized that, it made it much easier. So I could just say, I'll get through another chapter, rather than I'll read specifically 25 pages and then stop. I don't work that way. When I can read, which isn't as often as you'd think, I go for chapters. Doesn't always happen. But that was a nice little thing for me to remind myself of. Lock in, is I am a very chapter to chapter person. which can be my downfall. The other downfall, of course, was I realized, and I'm not doing this, I'm not reading my book in bed, but one of the problems with me reading is because it was a wind-down activity, and I don't do that as much, considering the internet and distraction and ADHD stuff. What? I gotta... So, I don't read before bed anymore, but I used to, and it used to be chapter to chapter, unless I was so tired that I knew I needed to stop. But for the most part, I would read chapter to chapter, so that has helped to just remind myself of that. I don't know why this is the motion of reminding, but there it is. Yeah, chapters are more natural breaking point. But one thing that bothers me about the book is the layout occasionally, because he has big chunks of different things that are not part of the rest of the book, and it just... it's hard enough for me to just read to begin with without throwing random things in the middle of each page. Sorry. The last one I was reading was the... he was talking about pot stills and column stills, which I knew a good amount about, but helped to clarify a few things, which is nice. By the way, I'm going to be an official whiskey somm soon, so brace yourself for that. Stay tuned. Tell your friends. I will be doing some crazy ass mother shit. I should have censored that one too. The first week of May, I will be becoming a whiskey sommelier. But yeah, right. Sugar Kitty used to put me to sleep, but I also used to need that to keep my brain occupied. Reading a story about adventures and outer space and whatever it be. I read all of the Goosebump books, by the way. So I used to read a lot. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but it's true. I did read all the Goosebump books way back in the day, I think. Point is, that was fun. I have to make reading fun again, and thankfully once I started getting into the tasting whiskey book, it is stuff I have an interest in, so that helps, but at some point it just becomes a little bit much when they start talking technicalities and that kind of stuff. But in general, good time. Enjoyable. More than enough naps for us all. Yes, Sugar, you are a cat. You sleep all the time. James Morgan, hello, welcome. I don't know if you've been creeping in the background, but thanks for being here. It's always nice to see you. Don't know why we're talking like that, but we are. I don't know who goes on next. This happens every week. I feel like other people are going on, and I know someone is. I don't remember who, because I never do remember anything. Today, or ever. And I can't even look at this. That doesn't tell any... Anyhow. I'm sure if you're subscribed to whoever that is, and I know it's someone, they're going live next. Because I can't keep track. I do keep track, it's on the wrong browser. It's on my Chrome browser. I keep all the things I need to know about other people's channels there. But, at any rate, the Mash and Drum's going live later tonight. Tune in, tell them KillCo sent you. You don't care. But, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Maybe I'll pop it at the beginning. But as I said, I got up very early and I'm very tired now. We will be toasting out with some of this Ardbeg Ugadal, which I am quickly running out of. Yes, Sugar Kitty Mash and Drum is in an hour. What you do between now and then, it's up to you. I know other people stream. I remember someone streams now. I can't remember who because my memory's trash. And after my stream's over, I just kind of stop. And yes, thank you, Cliff. Please remember, like, subscribe, tell your friends. I like whiskey. I'm a bit of a maniac. I mean, mildly entertaining, I hope. So, with that, I'll be back on Friday. I hope. 7 p.m. Eastern. Be frickin' Friday. You will have made it to the end of the week. Right now, we've hit hump day. Sliding into the rest, and then the weekend will start. So tune in on Friday. I will see you then. As usual, as always, as ever. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I'll see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.